Go ahead, Muhammad.
Bismillah. Two are sort of related shortly to wudu, which is, can you please clarify when a woman is allowed to wipe over her abaya, her khimar, when she is out of the house?
Okay.
So when she has her wudu underneath and when she is allowed to do it outside, just wiping over, please. That's number one. Secondly, when you've done your wudu and you put your socks on, and I understand the principle of wiping over the socks, if during the day you were to put a second pair of socks on, do you need to take that top pair of socks off before and do your wudu on the other ones, or just on the top layer? That's question number two.
I think you need to repeat your second question again, Muhammad, please.
Yes. So when you do your wudu and you put on a pair of socks, and then after you do your wudu over these pair of socks, but maybe during the day you put another pair of socks on if you have cold feet. Do I have to do my wudu over the first pair of socks by removing the top layer, or over the top layer of socks?
Okay. First of all, a woman is permitted to wipe over her khimar if she is performing wudu in a public place and it is not feasible for her to conceal herself, to remove the hijab and wipe over her hair. And this is especially for women in these conditions. Secondly, if a man or a woman happen to wear a pair of socks after performing wudu, then these two pair of socks he is permitted to wipe on top of them next time that he or she is ready to make wudu. As you all know that if you're a resident, you maintain this for 24 hours a day and night, and if you're traveling, the concession you enjoy is for 3 days and 3 nights, 72 hours. What about if after I put my pair of socks on, which I put them on after making wudu, I happen to wear a pair of boots, long boots covering the ankles, or another pair of socks or khuf leather socks? I'd like to ask you first, did you happen to put them on while you are still with the first wudu? If yes, then the following pair of socks or boots are to be wiped upon instead of washing your feet. And if you take them off, then wudu is removed. You have to start off again another wudu. But if you happen to put pair of socks on and then you needed to make a new wudu where you were wiping on those pair of socks, you already wiped on them once. Then after you wiped on them once, you decided to put another pair of socks. Next time you need to make wudu, you need to remove the extra pair of socks and wipe on the original pair of socks which you have put on after making wudu, and you started wiping upon with the next time that you wanted to make wudu. I hope the answer is clear. If not, please do not hesitate to ask me for further clarification.